What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the morning movie chat. I am your host, Trinity. Welcome to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today as we are here on Thursday, May 7th. And man, I'm telling you, time's really passing, is it not, folks? I know in parts of the world, things are starting to open up. I know down in Texas, they kind of opened back up a little bit. Everything's starting to open up slowly but surely here as time moves on. And I hope you're all in good health, having a good day, and things have been good for you. I know things have been really rough for a lot of people over the past month, 5-6 weeks. What's it been now? I honestly don't know because for me, for the most part, I've been able to conduct and go about my life pretty much in a normal way. You know what? Let me close this thing really quick. Might help my screen look a little bit better there. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. And today I want to talk about just got some comic news and things like that I want to talk about. We'll go ahead and get into that. But first of all, did you guys wake up this morning? Did you go check out Adam from Fanjecture, his morning stream that he did? Man, he's only been doing it for, I don't know, a little over a week now on the mornings. And I'm telling you, it's great. It's great. We now have, we're getting things lined up, guys, for a great morning for you guys every single day. If you think about it, at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific Daylight Time, that would be 9 a.m., if you're out on the East Coast, or check your local listings. We got shows starting out with Adam from Fanjecture starting off at 6 a.m. Pacific. And then it rolls right into the Den of Nerds Live. And then the Den of Nerds Live rolls right into my show. And then mine rolls right into John Campion. I'm just kidding. After mine, you get a nice little half-hour break. You can go watch JB from Discovery Bay Comics, and he runs a really great channel. He does some comic book auctions, but you can also get on there, and in the mornings he does these great shows where he's really just highlighting a bunch of the other comic book YouTubers and things that they've got going on. Videos coming out, live streams getting ready to happen throughout the day. So you have that coming out at about 9:35. Go ahead and come on in. What's up, dude?
Can you go on TV?
Yeah, come here. So you got a half-hour break in there. JB starts at about 9:30, and then right after that, man, if you're watching his show, then after that, you get Young Ripper 59 at 10 a.m. And I'm telling you, it's for me, like, I've got my morning plan now. It's like a nice little schedule going on. So make sure you go and stop in and check out all of these great channels and everything that's going on, man. It's been really good. What's up, dude? You gonna turn on TV? You want to say hi to the people? You don't want to say hi to the people? Okay. Watch some TV, dude. So yeah, been some very, very, close the door. Thank you. Been some very interesting things happening over the past 24 hours. Obviously, we got so much Marvel going on right now. We've seen that there has been new plot detail or plot leaks and things like that. Just things coming out with Marvel Studios. We've got obviously we got Shang-Chi with some new with some news, and you go check out the Den of Nerds Live. Josh over there, he's so good at covering that stuff. Like here, when I started off this channel, I wanted to kind of be talking about a lot of that news and stuff, and like scooping, I guess if you will, like trying to get big out there. And then I realized, like, that's not really my thing. I'm not good at that. I don't have my ear to the ground with that kind of information. And that's when I turned to Josh and I watched the Den of Nerds, and I watch plenty of other channels talking about these things as well. But that's where I go to, and then I will discuss them here on my channel. It's not really about me trying to break that news story, because I like sitting here on this live stream show talking with you guys for about an hour. So there was those Shang-Chi leaks. We got some new Shang-Chi information, and then obviously we got this news story about the MCU working on bringing us a Ghost Rider movie. Is it a movie or is it a series? Is Keanu Reeves in it? Is Keanu Reeves not in it? Who knows? One thing that we do know is they actually said I believe in the article I read, they were saying that what they're not going to do is use Gabriel Luna's Ghost Rider going into the MCU. And guys, like, why are we even talking about this? We know this. Kevin Feige's not going to take somebody else's toys and play with them. You know what I'm saying? He says, to heck with your toys. To heck with your toy. You got them cheap knockoffs, man. I've got the good ones. I've got the good toys. That's what Kevin Feige does. So some very interesting things going on those fronts. But the one thing I did want to talk about today, guys, is there are new comic books getting ready to come out. Did you guys check out my review that I dropped this morning of Hawkman issue number 23? It was on DC Comics. I know a lot of you guys are sitting here like, oh, Trinity, you're the Second Street Marvel. What are you talking about DC for, right? Well, hey guys, I like DC too. I just don't read as much DC. I'm more of a Marvel. Am I a Marvel fanboy? No, no. I mean, I like Marvel, yeah, but I'm not gonna champion Marvel over DC or anything like that. They actually all do. They all have great properties. They have great heroes and things like that. And if you guys want a superhero comic book, who are you gonna look to? You gonna look to DC and Marvel, or are you gonna look to Image Comics? Or are you gonna look to Boom Studios? Or are you gonna look to there's so many other comic publishers. Who are you gonna look to out there for superhero comic? If you're looking at mainstream comics, chances are you're looking at DC and Marvel, and we can see that with everything that's been going on in the world right now, with the I hate the terminology people use, lockdowns. It's not a lockdown. With all the social distancing and all the self-quarantining and things like that going on, obviously Diamond Distributors, they had shut down their their distribution here for about a month, and a lot of shops have suffered. But now, here over the past week or so, couple weeks, we've heard all the rumblings about them getting ready to open their doors up and starting to distribute comics once again. Now, through this whole time, we've seen that there have been people out there trying to create new distribution models and things like that to help fill the space of Diamond in this time, because there are still shops open, there are still shops selling books, there are still people who want books and want them distributed. So there's just a whole lot going on right now. Did Diamond ever need to close their doors for their distribution? I don't believe so. I don't believe so, but they did, and hey, they as a company they made that conscious decision. And the thing is that it hurts a lot more people, and it hurts more than just them, and it affects more than just them. Now, I will admit that I'm sure that they know this. If you go and watch, what's the name of that? Is it Comic Book News? I think here on YouTube they've been doing a lot of streams over there, and the funny thing is that the guy's channel, he's been around for a while. It looks like his channel's a little bit bigger than mine, but he's been getting some pretty big names on there to talk about some of these comic books and just the industry and stuff like that. He's been attracting a lot of attention. Well, he's had Steve Geppi on there as a host, or as a guest, I guess you could say. And if you don't know who Steve Geppi is, he is the one that is the owner of Diamond Distributors, the people who basically distribute comics worldwide. Is it a monopoly? Not exactly. Not exactly, but it's pretty close, because there are other distributors of this type of print media out there. And we can see as things have developed, there's been a whole lot of talk out there. You got a whole lot of people, just so much different conversations going out there. People talking about, you can talk about your boy Zach, talking about the comic industry is dead and dying and all that stuff. And while I watch a lot of your boy Zach videos. Matter of fact, I watch all his videos just because he cracks me up. He's fun. He's entertaining. I get it if you don't like him. His content's not for everybody. Some people think he's a little too extreme on stuff, and hey, I get that as well, man. It's different strokes for different folks, but he makes me laugh. And so he's kind of been talking about, he's one of the doomsdayers talking about it's over, and he don't really want comics to go away neither. He likes his comic books, and plus it's part of his content as well. But we can see things here over the past couple of weeks, have really kind of been ramping up as we're getting ready to, as the world and the economy is getting ready to open back up, and hopefully it does good. Now we've seen that there has been some rollouts of books here over these past few weeks. There are some companies who are still releasing digital versions of their comics. And we can see that there are a range of people who feel differently about it. But what I want to know is from you guys, how do you feel about the comic book industry and what's going on right now? Are you one of the people? Because I know Chris from Chaos and Comics that occasionally comes on here and co-hosts on a show that I normally do on the weekends. But I've just been busy with this whole pandemic. I haven't had a chance to do it. But one of the things he feels is like, people are too much into this whole kind of like want to support the LCS movement, and when it's really not always all that necessary. And I get where he's coming from with that, because sometimes we get like onto these old models and we cling on to them and all that stuff, and I get that. But at the same time, a lot of us, like, I'm a local business. I like supporting local businesses as much as possible, and I like my local comic shop. They're there. It's convenient. I don't have to wait for books to come in the mail or anything like that. But I want to know, how do you guys feel about what's going on in the comic industry with, comics not getting out right now? How do you feel about DC continuing to distribute some of their comics through the digital medium? And how do you feel about Marvel not doing that? And that's something I want to talk a little bit more about today, as I do have this article that I want to read about, because Marvel is getting ready to start distributing comics next week, and I have a few things that I want to say about that I want to say about this article. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Oh man, dang it! See, I messed this stuff up again, dude. See, this is where there's so many other people out there so much better than me at doing what they do here. I mean, go look at Josh, go look at Adam, go look at what these guys are doing, man. They know what they're doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh man, where are we at here? Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. What's this going on? Redeem your comics? No, not what's this all about? Redeeming comics? No, that's not where I want to be at. Here we go, guys. We're getting into it now. We're getting into this. Let me see if I can. Man, I had this thing pulled up and where are we at? Comics. Is it comics or is it news? No, it's under news. Dang it. I shouldn't have done that. No, news. There we go. Sorry, guys. I had this thing all pulled up, and I think I hit my mouse or something, and it hit the back button. But here we go, right here. Marvel Comics to release select new digital-only titles on May 13th and May 20th. So let's go ahead and get right into this article here, guys. Let me see if I can make that look a little bit better for y'all. For the screen, for you guys to see it there. I know sometimes these things get, is that a little bit better? There we go. That probably looks a little bit better for you guys. But Marvel Comics to release select new digital-only titles on May 13th and May 20th. Leading up to Marvel Comics' in-store release later this month, Marvel will release titles like Ant-Man, Ghost Spider, Hawkeye, Freefall, and more for fans to escape into the Marvel Universe. This article, it's just being written by Marvel. Usually they have a person's name on there, so interesting. It must just be their press release, I guess. As true believers await the return of Marvel Comics later this month, fans everywhere will now be able to start diving back into some of their favorite Marvel series next week. On May 13th and 20th, Marvel will release a select number of brand new digital-only comics for fans to enjoy as everyone continues to practice social distancing. Everyone. I don't know if everyone's doing that, but there's a cover of Hawkeye Freefall issue number 5. We'll get into this in just a minute. Over the next 2 weeks, new issues for series like Ant-Man, Ghost Spider, and Hawkeye Freefall, and more will be made available digitally for readers to access from their homes. These comics will only be available as digital comics for the time being. However, they will be available in print collections. This is important. They will be available in print collections. Again, let me say that. Print collections later this year for fans looking to add them to their Marvel bookshelves. More information about these comics will be shared at a later date. To jump into these new issues or start from the very beginning, download the Marvel Comics app, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Marvel's in-store comic release schedule will resume Wednesday, May 27th. Be sure to ask your LCS about comic pools, delivery things, this curbside pickups and all those things. But here's the release schedule right here, and here's kind of what I want to get into. This is kind of what I want to get into right here, guys. Next week, Wednesday, May 13th, we got Ant-Man issue number 4 getting ready to come out. We got Avengers of the Wasteland issue number 4. Was that? I didn't even know that was a title, man. Seriously. I'm not even kidding you. Ghost Spider number 9. Ravencroft number 4. And that's all they have for Wednesday, May 13th. 4 titles. Hey, not too bad. Hey, they got 4 titles coming out digital only, later to be released in collected editions. Wednesday, May 20th. The week after that, they got 2020 Ironheart number 1. Ooh, a lot of talk about Ironheart since yesterday, right? We've also got Marvel's Spider-Man: The Black Cat Strikes number 4. Now this one is a tie-in to the video game. It's part of their Gamerverse. We've also got Hawkeye Freefall number 5 and Star issue number 4. So that's not bad. I mean, look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 series that have been going on already. And then we've got one new one. One new one in Ironheart. And I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'm not sure how you guys feel about these comics or anything like that. But let me tell you one thing. I just want to say about this right here. This is where it's kind of where I get kind of irked. They will be available in print collections later this year. They're only doing digital only for right now. And here's where we get into how I feel about this. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but let me tell you. For one, releasing Ironheart number 1 on Wednesday, May 20th on digital, I'm good with that. You're good to go. You got a new series, do it on digital, go that route. Congratulations, you did that right. I applaud that. That's good. What I have a problem with here is we got Ant-Man number 4. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be an ongoing or just a mini-series, but Ant-Man number 4, we're jumping in the middle of the series. I'll get into a little bit more of this. Ghost Spider number 9. I dropped the series, I think, at like number 6, 7. I don't know. There was one of them I bought for the cover. The last issue I bought was for the cover. It was a Greg Land cover. I liked it, so I went ahead and got it. Ravencroft number 4. Marvel's Spider-Man: The Black Cat Strikes. Here's my biggest issues right here. They're at the bottom. It's Hawkeye Freefall number 5 and Star issue number 4. The reason I have a problem with this is Hawkeye Freefall, as far as I know, was only supposed to be a 5-issue miniseries. It might have been 6, so there might have been 2 issues. I'm pretty sure it was 5 issues, though. A lot of their things they do in 5 issues, sometimes 6. But Hawkeye Freefall, it's been an okay series. I like Matthew Rosenberg. I like his writing, what he does. He's pretty good. But let me tell you, they're releasing Hawkeye Freefall on digital only and then later in a collected edition. To me, this actually irks me because I have the first 4 issues. You're going to give me the 5th issue, which I believe is the final issue. Even if they go to issue number 6, I still feel the same about this. You're going to release it digital only. I like my print books. I do. You're going to release it digital only. You're not going to release the physical copy. And then you're going to release a collected edition later. My problem here is I'm not buying the collected edition of this book for the last damn issue. I'm not. You have to release the single floppy for me. We're talking 1 issue here. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Because I would have bought every single floppy, not the collected edition. I would have bought all 5 or 6 issues, and not the collected edition because I have it. It's an okay story. I have no reason to buy the collected edition. But now, you're really not giving me the option. Like, I have to have either the incomplete collection of single floppies, or I can have a complete collection of the digital ones. Or I can just keep my happy ass with 4 issues and spend all this much money, the same amount of money, again, what I've already spent on buying a collected edition. Where does this make sense for me as your consumer? It makes no sense. Okay? This needs to be rethought. The issue number 1s, I have no problem with that. That's something I've talked about here on the channel. If you're going to restart up your distribution, if you've got books you want to put out, start a new series. You know, I've talked about this here on the channel. Going forward, you know, do things a little bit differently. Market your books a little bit differently. Like Scout Comics, I'm not sure if you guys watched my review not too long ago, where I did a review. I did a review of Last Stop, and what they did, they had this at Scout Comics. They have these things they call nonstop. These promotions, if you will, called nonstop. What they do, these series, I guess, where they release a world premiere issue number 1, and then later, a couple months later, you decide if you want to order it. You can put it on pre-order. A couple months later, it comes out in a whole collected edition. Now, I do have a problem with that because I spent $3.99 on a comic book, and then later $20 on a collected edition that first book was in. I get it. You probably want to include that in the trade paperback. I get that. It definitely shouldn't be added into the price considering I already paid $4 for it, but they did that, and I went and bought the collected edition. I think they should do more books like this. I do think they should do more books like this. And, if not, just do what they're doing. Start the series off as a digital-only release, and then release a trade paperback later. I'm okay with that. But here, you're stopping in the middle of a series. You're not even stopping in the middle of a series. You're stopping at the very end of a series. You're shorting me one physical copy, and you're going to want me. You're not going to expect it, but you're going to want me to go out and buy that trade paperback edition. You're wanting me to buy the digital edition? For the same price that I do the floppy? When I could just buy the physical floppy and you give me the digital code inside of it anyway? And I have both? This makes absolutely no sense. It's senseless. If you make the digital $1, sure, I'll buy it. I'm not paying $3.99 for it. And I'm certainly not paying another $15.99, $16.99, $17.99, whatever they're going to charge for the collected edition. I'm not paying that when I have the 4 fucking issues sitting right in my goddamn pull box. And I only need one more goddamn issue. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I don't like it. Make the digital version available for $1 on Marvel, and then do that. Other than that, I'm not buying this stuff. And I have bought books on digital, and there are books I plan on buying on digital that I plan on buying the floppies later when the floppies comes out. Like I just dropped my review for Hawkman issue number 23. A book I have full intentions of buying as soon as it comes out on a physical copy. I do. Every intention. But it's also something that I was talking about just the other day, where we can get into, and we can talk about impact theory comics, right? I was talking about the same thing the other day. What they kind of did, I had one of my viewers, and I need to really do a video on this, and I had planned on it, and then just, dude, I'm telling you, with this whole pandemic, you'd think we all have more time. I've got less time, man. I'm having to reorganize my business and rethink how to keep my business open, and then I'm here doing a stream with you guys. I'm working out, just all kinds of different things. But things have been busy. But over at Impact Theory Comics, what Tom Bilyeu, his thing is, and I was talking about this yesterday, is they're going with digital distribution. They're going to switch to a digital format, and then eventually they're going to do collected editions. They're moving away from the single issue floppies. Okay, that's what they're going to do. And that was their plan. And their plan was that after they had done some research, and because Tom Bilyeu knew, even before he made Neon Future, that the comic industry was hurting as far as physical sales and things like that. That it's at a point where it's time to innovate, right? If you want to make it, and he knew that going in. And he still continued to do it anyway. So what they decided to do was because he did a lot of research into these kinds of things. I was actually talking with that about Josh on the Den of Nerds just the other day on Wednesday. Just yesterday, as a matter of fact, about this exact same thing. And he found that he wanted to go with the vertical scrolling format, for devices and stuff like that, because it's what's popular right now as far as digital. Print is, I wouldn't say it's dead, but I wouldn't even say it's a dying thing. It's a niche thing. There's only certain people like myself who want physical copies of books and things like that. plenty of people are happy with just the digital versions. He knows he's not going to sell as many of the physical copies, and they want to do the scrolling thing. And part of his philosophy is hashtag, what do you say? Hashtag steal this content. You know, and if you want, I could go and pull up that interview, but he's doing that because he wants to get the product in as many hands as possible. He wants people reading it. He wants everybody reading it. And he wants to make it as easy as possible. Does he actually want you to take and pirate the stuff, to take it and, you know, share it with everybody? No. I mean, they don't want that. They don't want you, you know. But the point is, he still wants you to read it. And he don't care if I have a copy and I send you a copy and I'm like, here, share. Is it like that? He still wants to make money, but the ultimate thing is to get it into as many hands as possible. So that's the thing that they're doing. And what they also did clarify with me was that they are going to still be putting these issues, the ones that they're doing digital only, into collected editions so you can get a trade paperback. And let me show you. Let me just show you how beautiful this is Impact Theory's first book that they put out, Neon Future. You probably can't see it here on the camera too well, just because because I can't get because the lighting is that good. Oh, maybe there we go. See on those, see how there's a shine, there's a gloss. There's a gloss on the butterflies here, and the rest of this is matte, and it's beautiful. Look at this book. Look at this beautiful book. Look at the art in this stuff. Now this stuff looks beautiful on a digital screen. It does. But if you had this right here in your hands, I'm telling you, this is just a beautiful damn book. So I'm glad to see that they are still going to go through with that. But I think for what they're doing, it's a wise decision. And if you go and you look at their digital copies to buy, whether you buy them through Impact Theory, comics.com, or if you go to Comixology, the digital copies are only 99 cents. Only 99 cents. So for for Neon Future Volume 1 here, you're going to end up paying, God, was this 6 issues? Because I think issue number 7 is the one that was getting ready to come out. Yeah, okay. So basically for this, you'd only be paying $6 for a digital copy of this. $6. And then you can go buy the trade paperback later at $15.99. Right? But it's even better than that. This right here, you can go buy the collected edition for $15.99. Or you can go to Impact Theory's website and download the individual issues in this book for free. For free! Right? How hard is that to figure out? Now, I get it. Most of these companies, Marvel, DC, Boom Studios, Image Comics, things like that, they are in the comic book business. That's not what Tom Bilyeu at Impact Theory is. So I don't expect them to do exactly what he's doing, because they've got a different mission altogether. Impact Theory does, Marvel and DC do. They have different theories altogether. But what he's doing, I think, is a smart move, and I think a lot of people should probably look at that as a model to follow, because I think Marvel can still be successful with a lot of their things if they took and they put out digital copies of books at a reasonable price and then later did collected editions. I'm not saying they should do this for every title, but like they've got the Ironheart one that they're releasing, #1 on digital only. Perfect opportunity to find out how it's going to do. Release each issue digitally, release it in a collected edition later. What you don't do is give me 4 issues of physical copy and then tell me to fuck off on the 5th issue and expect me to buy a collected edition, a trade paperback. It's not going to happen, Marvel. It's not going to happen. I may have to not read the conclusion to Hawkeye Freefall because I'm not buying the digital copy and I'm not buying the collected edition. I'm not going to do it. The book is okay. It's not that great. Somebody else out there may like it that much to do that. I don't. Like I said, Hawkman, I do. I bought the physical copy. You know what that physical copy cost me? The same as a regular comic book. Right? but I plan on going that and buying that one first. So I will say that about these things. Obviously, we can see everybody's kind of doing things differently. DC has continued to pump out content digitally for their customers. Smart move. Smart move. Was it the best? Are they giving us the best content every single week? No. Some of them are the recycled ones that they put on shelves at Walmart and stuff like that, and that's okay. You know why? Because they're still putting stuff out and they're still making money. Marvel hasn't done anything this whole time, and I'm not faulting Marvel for that. They got to get their chickens in a row and decide what they're going to do to move forward. Hey, all good. At least, like, for me, one thing, especially with a company, is being open and honest with consumers and things like that. They haven't really said much throughout this whole time, and like, I don't think that's bad of them. I don't think they're terrible for that or anything like that. But I think it helps ease a lot of people's minds and things like that. If you just talk about things and confront them and stuff, let people know, let people be in the know. But Marvel hasn't really done anything this whole time. They haven't really said anything about what they're doing, and now all of a sudden, they want me to waste my fucking money on Hawkeye Freefall, buying a collected edition. I just can't do that. I'm not sure how anybody else feels about that, but I can't do that. If it was Hawkman, sure. We're talking Hawkeye Freefall, one that was planned to be just a mini series anyway. Hawkman is an ongoing series. Maybe that's part of the reason why I'm willing to do that. I just think this is a bad idea. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want new comics to read, but I don't want them that bad where I'm going to double pay for a series like that. Like I said, Hawkeye Freefall might be somebody else's cup of tea that they just love so much and they brew it up every day, and that's fine. Like I said, I like Matthew Rosenberg's work and everything. The story going on over there isn't one to suck me in and make me want to waste that kind of money. Now, if they did that with Black Widow, No Restraints Play, you can bet your ass I would have done it. Even at that time. Because by the time issue 4 came out, I knew issue 5 was going to be freaking fantastic. You know what I mean? So, it's all a little balancing game there. But for me, I think they should have thought about that. And they really seriously need to think about putting out those print copies of those single issues before they think about doing the collected edition. And I'm only saying this, making an assumption based on that article that they said. It said specifically in that article to be available in collected editions later. It didn't say the floppy will come out later or anything like that. It specifically said digital only to be in a collected edition later. And I can't do it. I just can't do it. Not with that one. Not with that one. And I'm sorry, Matthew Rosenberg. Love you, bro. Love your comic books. Like your writing. You're not the best. You're certainly not the worst. But I can't do that. Not for this series. I can't do that. I just cannot do it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get here into the live stream. I kind of feel like I've flapped my gums about that a little bit too long, man. I kind of feel like I was about getting ready to turn in the face and go all Alex Jones. You know what I'm saying? I was getting ready to say, is that what you want, Marvel? Is that what you want? I don't care. I'm not paying for all these comic books. I don't care. I can't afford it. I'll eat your ass. I'll eat your ass, Marvel. That's what I'll do. To read my comic books, I'll eat your ass. Did you guys care? That guy's a loony, man. That guy's a loony. Anyway, let's go ahead and get here into the live chats and see what everybody else is doing. I'm sorry, guys. Like, in case you can't tell, this is one that I don't know, man. This story kind of irks me, but I also get it at the same time. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm not sure if I missed anybody's live chats, if I'm able to scroll back that far, but Unstoppable Cockblocker, what's up, my brother Marquise? I hope you're doing well, man. Considering your job, what you do, and everything going on right now, and really, honestly, the location of the country you're in, because I know things are a little bit worse there in part of the country where you're at. But thank you so much for being here. 1-2 Comic Talk, what is up, my brother? How you doing? Captain Pennsylvania says, I never saw his morning stream. I don't come back until 9:50. Never saw his... Oh, okay. You talking about Adams? Okay. Gotta catch it. Yeah. It's a good show, and you can always go back and rewatch it. I purchased Bitterroot number 7, Man of War number 1, Angela Del Morte number 3, Spawn 306, and the New Mutants facsimile with first appearance of Deadpool. Nice, nice, hell yeah. Good deal, man, good deal. Over easy mode, what is up, my brother? Oh, dude, over easy mode, guys. You guys need to go check out over easy mode channel because I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before he released a video? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but he was talking about the art of Soriyama. I remember. I know Soriyama's art. Again, I was talking about this a while back, where Boris Viejo and Julie Bell, very like I'm inspired by their art. That's another one too. It does all that erotic, that erotic drawings and stuff. Great stuff. Soriyama, another good one, man. I'm telling you guys, go check out Over Easy Mode's channel. Good stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. I love what he's doing over there. Yova Rhodes, thank you so much for being here. Gray, how are you doing? I hope all is well with you today. Yova Rhodes, yes. Good to see you too, man. Glad you're here. Hope everyone is doing awesome. I hope you're all doing awesome as well. Denim Nerds Live is here. What is up? How are you all doing? Another great stream today, man. Another great stream. Greetings and salutations, Nerd Famalam, says World's Famous. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, World's Famous. I seen the comment over there on Denim Nerds. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. With all that stuff like that, that whole like kind of group think and all that stuff. Yeah, totally. The tribalism. Yeah. I'm so excited for Shang-Chi. Oh, I know, dude. I can't wait. Fanjoke says, raid! All right, man. So, Rob Van Camp, thank you for being here. Jason Preston, how are you doing? Fanjectures in the house. Yeah. Lavis Blackman, how are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Drop some likes. Yeah, drop some likes. Or you can leave dislikes too if you don't like me and all that stuff. It's all good. I don't look too much into that kind of stuff, but I do appreciate it. Show, movie, Keanu or no? Madness. Yeah. Let's see. No, Keanu. You don't want Keanu? I like Keanu Reeves, but honestly, like, if he does come into the MCU, you know, I've talked about this before. MCU, when they get big names like that, they're villains. It's always a villain. When I hear a big name being cast in the MCU, I'm like, villain. Rachel Weisz, villain. What's his name? David Harbour. I don't think he's a big enough name yet for me to say villain. I don't think he's... Rachel Weisz, definitely. Are they planning on releasing new Shang-Chi comics this year? I don't know. That's a good question. They've got to have something in the works if they're coming out with the movie. They've got to have something in the works, certainly. Dollar Store MCU. Oh, man. Hawkman is back, baby! Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Cap says, I'm kind of Marvel fanboy. They have Scott Summers. Yeah, no problem with that. The Spider-Man show says Norman Reedus as Johnny Blaze. That could work. I'm waiting for everybody to respond to that. And the Spider-Man show, thank you for being here. I don't think I've seen you here before. But Norman Reedus says that would be great. But I know, I'm just waiting for everybody to go like, but he's been in a Marvel movie before. He was in Blade. He was in Blade Trinity. He was in Blade Me? Yeah, anyway. Is anyone a fan of Saga? You know what? I've never read it, but I've heard that it's pretty good. Norman Reedus is perfect as Ghost Rider. Yeah, that sounds not bad. That doesn't sound bad at all. Lately I'm more into Marvel, but love me some DC. Yeah. And for me, I think the DC characters, they're just more of like that, like the main staples are that classic superhero character that, you know, just the classic superhero, as opposed to, and that's the one thing I think with Marvel is what they've kind of done is over time they had some classic superheroes, but they've kind of taken, really done a good job at, I wouldn't, okay, maybe they've done a job at keeping them modern. Okay, they've done a job at. I won't say a good job because some are good, some are bad, some are it's all right. Yeah. Wolverine smells like cheese and moldy grits. Ooh, and don't forget about cheap cigars. I feel DC has TV streaming and comics on lock over Marvel. Yeah, I could agree with that. And he can't beat Scott Wright. No, just world famous. I have only read the first 5 volumes of Saga so far. Brian K. Vaughan is top 5. Yeah. DC is on fire with everything else other than film. Yeah, that's true. You're lucky I can't post gifts to remind you Wolverine's fist and Scott's gut. Yeah, right, right. Oh man, I want to spoil it for you. Your jaw will drop at the end of Volume 9. Okay, all right. I'm split. My favorite character is in DC, but my favorite company is Marvel. But I love me some non-DC Marvel books. Yeah, absolutely. Uh huh. Also, DC is on fire with the Snyder Cut too. Yeah, man. Don't even get me started on the Snyder Cut stuff, man. Oh man, that's just because to me, like it's hilarity. Like that whole situation is hilarity. Jeppy's museum is in my hometown. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Nice. Slavis Blackman says they just wanted to give him a cool movement. Still shit though. Fox had ruined your mind, Lavis. I'm here to save you. Marvel is heading into Phase 4 and more. I wonder how DC can go ahead today. Yeah. Mhm. Oh man, he's had a cool 72 years. Oh man, I know about the Will killing Marco world's famous. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I've been supportive of me keeping money in my pocket lately. Yeah, comics will get read one way or another. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, I totally hear you, Cap. Did anybody watch Bloodshot? I still haven't watched it yet. World Famous says I'm a bit behind on the industry side of comics. Where can I learn how the industry works? Honestly, I'm not really sure that there's a way to find out how really the best thing to do is to get in and just kind of dive into everybody's. Honestly, get into all the drama, dude. That's really what. If you want to learn how the industry works, you gotta get into the drama stuff. Unfortunately, go watch some of the indie creators who do their own comic books through crowdfunding and stuff like that. And I'm not just talking about the Comics Gate and stuff like that or the war campaigns, but you're gonna have to dig into that too to really see what's going on. Dig into your war campaigns, dig into your comics gate, dig into your mainstream comics, dig into all of these different things. Really, I mean, it's something to find out the truth of it all, to see all aspects. You've got to go and find everybody out there who's kind of talking about it. I would say, and it's a lot. It is a lot of work trying to figure out how the industry works because there's just so much that goes into it. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even know where to start with stuff like that. There's a channel here on YouTube called Comics by Perch. Perch knows what he's talking about. He seems to know the industry well enough. I believe he is a comic shop owner and has been for a while. He loves his comics and things like that. Knows a lot of the histories of a lot of the comics. And it seems like you go watch his videos, he has a pretty good handle on stuff. I would say definitely go check out Comics by Perch. For sure. Jason enjoyed it. Mike Porter says I will read my comics in digital, but once the store's open, I want to handle a physical copy. Yeah, me too. But for me, it's only certain comics. Like I'm not buying everything on digital. I just can't. There's like so many other. I don't know. Just I'd rather I'd rather have the physical copy, and a lot of them I can wait. Saved by the phone call cat. If I'm uncertain, I read Pirate Digital, or if it's old enough, the library. I read Pirate Digital. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't pirate stuff. I'm willing to pay for it. I'm willing to pay for all this stuff, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I'm willing to pay for it. But yeah, you can even check the library. But I mean, there's just so many different options now to look into. I mean, hell, even you can get on Comixology, and I think they have a thing you can pay for and read so many books for free anyway. So yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of different avenues. Me, I just like paying for stuff because I'm not just because I like paying for stuff, because I believe creators should be paid for their work. I do. Marvel was its purest during its 90s run. They started pandering to Cyclops in the last 10 years because they've gotten bored. World Famous says, me too sometimes. Yeah, hey, like I said, do what you got. I'm not going to shame anybody for it. It's just not what I do. Wish they would have added more characters from the Valiant universe. Bloodshot and the computer hacker were the only two characters from the source material. They should have had Toyo Harada make a cameo. Oh, yeah, for sure. Still need to watch Bloodshot. Me too. Yep, me too. The Fox deal destroys comics. Cyclops for a bit in comics. Hickman, my father, was brought back in the integrity of mutants as a whole. Yeah. I believe you're related to this. After seeing your lineage, that's funny. Cyclops is lame even with Hickman. Oh man, Cyclops was awesome in 2019's Champions #5 and the whole Rosenberg run. Check it out. I will eventually. I'm sure I will eventually. Avengers of the Wasteland is dope. It's Ben's out of the whole Old Man Logan series of books. Okay, okay. The ambassador says really digging the Homer mug. Oh yeah, you like that? Did you see what it says on there? What is it? Just because I don't care doesn't mean I don't understand. You gotta love Homer and his one-liners, man. I think one of my favorite things that he did was in the Simpsons movie. And he's like, oh, Bart's like, oh, how embarrassing, or this is the most embarrassing day of my life. And he's like, the most embarrassing day of your life so far. Yeah, funny stuff. Thank you for being here, Ambassador. Um, just I'll say what you should have and say related to greatness. Rich James because Cyclops was in it. Nice. Conan is better than Cyclops though. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Avengers of the Wasteland is not a new series. Well, no, I mean, but it's on like a number 4. I mean, it's like a new, you know what I mean? It's they started it new, not like it's brand new, but you get what I'm saying. Maybe you probably don't, but saying how bad Cyclops was saying is. Snowdove says hashtag Jenner check. Wait, what was that? That's the only way to get it. Maybe. Hello, Vlad Riot. How are you doing? And welcome Vlad and Snowdub. Will Morgan says, damn, Trinity's rant voice, yo. Yeah, right. Did I ever hear you tell you the story how I became a Cyclops fan? Pretty sure it's a well-thought business decision and not targeted at cutting off the fans mid-series, says Jonathan Velasquez. Thank you for being here, Jonathan. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know if I can agree with a well-thought business decision. I don't think they're trying to cut fans off mid-series, but I think the decision to not put out the single floppies on an issue number 5, when it's only supposed to be 5 issues, is like the stupidest thing I ever heard of. The dumbest thing I ever heard of. And then they're also talking about doing a slow rollout, like we just kind of seen. They're doing some digitals, and they're gonna start slowly releasing out their books over the next couple of months, while the market kind of readjusts and all that stuff. And I see problems with that too, because like you go to the comic shop, a lot of people may not live as close to the comic shop as I do. You get there and you expect to have a bunch of new books on the shelves. You want selection, right? And that doesn't mean you're gonna buy every book, but to get there and you got couple books by Marvel, couple books by DC, couple books by everybody else. Is it worth the trip? For a lot of people, not for me. I mean, for me it is, but yeah. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, Jonathan. I agree with that. LB, what is up, my brother? I hope you're doing good, man. You guys should definitely go check out LB at the Lonely Banter, man. He did a live stream yesterday before Adam from Fanjecture's live stream. They were talking about and reviewing the Clone Wars series yesterday. He had Bert on there. If you guys don't know K-Log, go check out his stuff. Good stuff. He had Ben from Fanatics of Film, and who was the other man? I subscribed to her. The Ahsoka girl that you had on there as well. Good stuff. I'm gonna go check out her content. But very good stuff. Go check out LB's channel, man. It was a good time, man. But when you get good people when you get nerds together who actually enjoy the content that they're talking about, enjoy it. That's not saying they can't be critical about it. You just have some of the best discussions. You know what I'm saying? Like look at what Josh has been doing with his thing, bringing people on. Go check out Fanjecture's channel when he has people on. You get those nerds together, and it's great streams. Go check out LB's streams where he's been getting on, having guests on there where they're talking about and ranking movies and their reviews and stuff like that. It's fun. Plus, some of these guys are really great at hosting a bunch of people. LB is one of those people. He's definitely a good host. The ambassador says, nor should you have to. And I too prefer physical copy for anybody, and for media, except for maybe video games. I don't mind getting a digital copy if there isn't another way to get it. Yeah. Yeah. No cap, you didn't tell me how you were led astray from great heroes. But movies, books, and comics, I want that physical copy. Yeah, absolutely. Unstoppable Cockblock says, hell beezy. Chillmonger says, trade paperbacks aren't as valuable as they used to be. Yeah, no, and the thing is, like, trade paperbacks are kind of a niche thing too. Like, some people like getting the single floppies, and then they get the trade paperbacks, so they don't have to touch their floppies. Some people just like collecting trade paperbacks. I'm not sure that trade paperbacks were ever of any real value. I'll tell you one thing. One of the things I seen with Tom Bilyeu when he was saying what he wanted to do with their books was he actually even wanted to go down to making it as cheap as possible and just putting using like newspaper print and just making them black and white like a regular manga. And like I think when I read that, I was like, no, no, because their books are so damn beautiful. They're so well colored. The art in them is so great. I mean, I'm telling you, like they go hand in hand on these ones for sure, definitely. Um, yeah, Transparent Voice is definitely catching my attention. Orizmo says that seems to be a grift to get you to buy as many of the same copies as possible. As far as what, because I'm behind on the chat here. Oh, you're talking about what Marvel's doing with that thing? Yeah, I could see that. I think what it is kind of like everything's different right now, and their hands are kind of tied because they didn't try to do anything else along the way. Um, I don't know that it's necessarily a grift, but I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, Transparent Voice definitely catching my attention. Black Angus says, dude, Jack Lame from Anchorman 2 played Cyclops. Lame. He's got blindly eyes, man. Dude, Black Angus, you don't. You're wrong, Trinity. You will consume. Yeah, probably so. But you don't like James Marsden? I love James Marsden. Hey, now I will say that James Marsden was a perfect cast. They just didn't do the. Yeah. Oh, Lavis Blackman. I am there, totally with you. I think James Marsden was the perfect casting for Cyclops. It's just the movies, the script, kind of like Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight, right? He benefited from a great movie. Put Jack Nicholson in there, he's better. World's Famous says trade paperbacks and collected books are the only thing worth dropping worth dropping money on. Yeah, if that's what you like, yeah, certainly. There's certainly a better value as far as you get like you could get a trade paperback for $15.99, where buying the single floppies might have cost you over $20. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cap is right. I like Marsden. They just got every character wrong. I gotta come on a damn stream just to learn the ends on Cyclops. Yeah. Justin Simone, thank you for being here. The world is gonna know Scotty Summers. Gambit greater than Cyclops? Ooh, man. I don't know. Chillmonger trades may not be valuable, but for someone like myself with limited space, those are a good way to get the series and eat up a lot of space. And not eat up a... Yeah, absolutely, Ambassador. Yeah, I hear you. I don't think they did any of them right. Yeah, certainly. Snowdub says, slap the like button. Marvel should sell the redeem code for the digital comics now and send the floppies out later. Something like that would be better. Look at what Vudu does. The Vudu service, you can get on there, you can purchase the movie digitally, and what it does, since they're through Walmart, is they give you the option where you can get the physical copy as well when it comes out on DVD. I do that for a lot of movies. That's how I do some of the giveaways here for the movies on the channel. World Famous says, let's get physical. I wanna get... No, I can't. You almost did it. You almost made me sing and get a copyright claim. You almost made me do that. Making me sing some Olivia Newton-John. And believe me, who wouldn't want to get physical with Olivia Newton-John? Well, at least back in the day. I don't know. I haven't seen her in a while, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I want to get Trent to weigh in on Cyclops. Yeah, but I like Cyclops. I like the character. Do I like him as much as Wolverine? No. But I like Cyclops. I do think that he's kind of like throughout history. He's kind of been dealt a bad hand. They don't make him impactful enough. Yeah, absolutely. Scott Summers hasn't been charged with domestic abuse, but he does have some priors. Yeah. Spot UV coding. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you see it. Storm was the original first on command of the X-Men for a reason. Yeah. Storm's great. If Hank Pym can beat a woman, then... Superior Heroes Reviews, thank you so much for being here. I am True Skill says comics are back. Yeah, man. DC characters beat women all the time. They don't discriminate. Oh man, you guys are cracking me up. John Velasquez says they had to do it. Impact to sales is minimal to sacrifice one issue. Oh yeah. No, I totally hear you, Jonathan. But for me as the consumer, I don't like that decision at the very end of the series. Um, at the very end of the series, I just don't like that. Um, let's see. Where else was I here? Uh, Downloading the newly released comics now. Yeah, heck yeah. Nice, PM. Thank you so much for being here. Lava says Feige most likely has slowed comic production till he settles into his role. I don't know. I think he has people in place there. Things should have been going relatively okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah. Comic Boom, thank you so much for being here. Says Marvel has laid off many staff. They will be culling their creative herd for the foreseeable future. The good news is that this will hopefully result in fewer but better quality titles. Absolutely, Comic Boom. I highly agree with you there. Obviously, yeah, they have laid off a lot of their staff. And yeah, for the foreseeable future. And yeah, hopefully that does result in fewer but more quality titles. Like I said, like for me, and I know there's a whole lot of people really highly critical about the stuff. For me, with the Marvel stuff, a lot of their books just don't grab me and make me want to read the next issue. They don't make me thirst for it. They don't make me thirst for it. But I read them. Like Captain America. I love Captain America, but like the last handful of issues have been like, it's okay. It seems like it's just kind of dragging along instead of hooking me in and making me want to read the next issue. Like, I could tell you, like, the first volume of that, maybe the first 2 volumes, like the first 10 issues or so, they had me. They had me. But then it's just kind of like been almost like dragged out. I bet he's going to try to pull the streams and movies all together, and you'll have to catch comics to get a full story arc. Possibly. I think they need to do more integration for sure, Lavas. Definitely. Hot Trinity. Go, man, go. Next wrestling voice will come out, then Myrtle. Right? Use your stimulus, Trinity. No. Oh, Comic Boom says, talk about gay frogs. Oh, I never knew that. But yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you that. Oh, man. Hawkeye gonna be an interesting 4 or 5 set to explain to people in 50 years. Interrupted for a global pandemic. Yeah, right? Yeah. No, we've been talking about Cyclops in between, right? Spot on. Alex Jones, my good man. Thank you. The Art of Soriyama. That's right. Yeah, Soriyama, man. Yeah. Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan knows. Look, Jonathan knows. Had me at erotic. I'll have to check it out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and Soriyama. Yeah. Oh, Keanu for Gambit. Keanu would be a good Gambit. That's a good one. I actually like that. I'm not big into fan casting, but Keanu for Gambit, I think that works. Hell no. Keanu for a voiceover character, maybe. Shang-Chi is in Agents of Atlas. Yeah. Absolutely. And aggressively, there's talk about them introducing a lot of those characters in the Shang-Chi movie. Absolutely. And they should. They absolutely should. And I have a feeling, with the MCU over this next phase 4, I have a feeling that's what they're going to be doing is every single movie, now that they have all these characters, I have a feeling every single movie is going to be like dropping like bombs of people on us. Like, not like we're going to see them in a whole bunch of action, but they're going to be so many over this next phase. So many characters teased, introduced, and everything. I think you're absolutely right with the Agents of Atlas, and there has been leaks talking about that. Talking about that aggressively. Totally. Never saw Blade Trinity. It wasn't the best, but it was a good close to the trilogy. Yeah. It was. Ryan Reynolds, as usual, was the best part of the movie. Yeah, certainly. The cover of the new Shang-Chi comic is great. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'll watch it over Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse. Shang-Chi got a new run. Yeah, I didn't know that neither. I'll pay for everything, but when it comes out, I'll read it ASAP. Yeah. Conan is better. Yeah, just come from Xbox live stream. Man, that was disappointing. I wasn't expecting Halo or anything, but no gameplay or any good looking games. Okay. Yeah. I think it's kind of crazy. To me, games are hard, man. Games are hard. He's Shang-Chi when we'll get a new run later this year. Okay, good deal. The puppets are the host with the most. Peen. Yeah. When is LB coming on the Den of Nerds? When you summon me, says LB. Yeah, that'd be great too. That'd be great to see too. Aggressively says the titles going digital first are the ongoing Ghost Spider and the limited series Avengers of the Wasteland. And Hara, yeah. Aggressively, you were a little late, but yeah, we went over the Marvel press release for that. Tomorrow morning, LB? Yeah. I bought Green Lantern Secret Origin trade paperback yesterday. Had to do it. Yeah, nice. Trinity would eat the corn out of James Marsden's breakfast. Speaking of which, that was funny. That was hilarious earlier, Adam. It was almost as watching you read my comment was almost as hilarious as seeing you get Clerks 2'd last night. That was great. Nice 25 in the chat. I know. That's pretty cool, man. And thank you all so much for being here and watching me flap my gums, man. Shouts out to Mars and the Cyclops. Yeah. Oh man, we jumped here, because I know I'm a little bit behind. 83 Pop Talk. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I don't think I've ever seen you, 83 Pop Talk, but thank you for being here. He's a better character than Wolverine, just not cooler. Okay. Ooh, and look here, we got a. Forgot to read this one. We got a. Let's see if we can send that through again so you guys can see that. We got a $2 super chat from Chris at Chaos and Comics. If you guys don't know Chris's channel, you need to go check him out. He's a great co-host when I get to do my Saturday streams with Comics. Says I have to take a dump. What's up, Trent 25 in the chat? Yeah, nice. Oh, gonna take a dump. Make sure you leave me on. Might help push out that last little loaf, man. That's just outlandish, Cap. Just here to pop in for 2 minutes to show my face and hurt your watch time. Oh, James. Or is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to do the trigger thing? I used to have this math teacher when I was in 7th grade, Miss Heinrichs. Man, you make her mad, dude. She'd get triggered. She'd start twitching. She'd do. I'm not sure if you guys what you guys can see this, but she'd get mad. She'd do this thing. It's probably so subtle you couldn't see that, but like her head would just start kind of doing this little slow twitch thing, and you're like, "Oh, it's building, it's building." Nerd is the word says, so I've never really been into or read many comics, but recently with everything that's going on, I'm thinking about starting to read comics more often. Any suggestions? Nerd is the word. I do not know what you're into. I know everybody already knows what I'm getting ready to say. Everybody already knows. So we already know that first off, I'm going to tell you, you should read Black Widow No Restraints Play, written by Jen and Sylvia Soska. It's got art by Flaviano, colors by Veronica Gandini, and it's lettered by VC's Travis Lanham. Was it Travis Lanham that did that? Covers by Clayton Crane. Very good stuff. Love that book. It's about Black Widow. She goes to Madripoor to take down a ring of human traffickers, child molesters, and rapists. Nothing in the world could be better. The other one I was talking about was Neon Future. You need to go read this one. And this one, nerd is the word, you can actually go to impacttheorycomics.com and read absolutely free. You just have to buy the digital copy of each individual issue, and they will send it out to you absolutely for free to read on your computer, on your or on any of your devices. But it really kind of depends on what you're into. Another one of my favorite comic book publishers over the last year, and they've been out for, I believe, 3 years now, is Vault Comics. And they have a wide range of titles that you should definitely look into depending on what you like. They've got horror books. They have got... They've got fantasy books, sci-fi, different ones, and here's the cool thing about Vault Comics is they've got all the representation you need there, depending on what you like. If you want something with representation of just different people being represented, different skin colors, different races, it's there, and it's done in a good way. You want the LGBTQ representation, it's there. They've got books for that. They've got a wide range of stuff to look into. Really good stuff. Another one you should look into is Boom Studios Comics. They have some great series. If you like fantasy, check out Folklords or Once and Future. If you like horror, check out King of Nowhere, which actually you can only get the first issue of that because everything going on. Great stuff. Great stuff. You could even go to Image Comics, which, let's face it, guys, nowadays they're one of the big ones. We could really call it the big three. They've got a bunch of great titles as well. Certainly worth checking out. But if you have any other questions, please feel free to check out the. I've got plenty of reviews here on the channel, or if there's anything specific, make sure to shoot me a message on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Second Street Marvel. David Fuller says I heard Keanu for Ghost Rider. Love it. Yeah, that wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad. But I think that Gambit thing, man, that's almost perfect. I think it's just because he got the facial hair and he kind of got like he fits. I think that look. No, man, I can explain everything. I'll tell you. It's just too much type here, right? Unstoppable says 1960s Pim taught me how to keep my bitch in line. Oh man. Snowda Music and Entertainment with a $2 super chat says much love from the Cotton Connection hashtag. Cotton Connection hashtag Yennerchick. Woo! Thank you, Snowdub, for that very much. I greatly appreciate that, man. Let's see. Aggressively says my original music gets copyright strikes. Really? That's ridiculous. You need. Obviously, I'm sure you fight them, but yeah, that's weird. Adrian, my dude, maybe I'll plug my own channel too. So the world is going back to normal. Well, hopefully soon enough. Hopefully soon enough. Yes. Hit me up, Kevin. We can debate. Yeah. Now you're taking it. Wow, that sounded more like a bad porn. Oh man. Trends shitting show. Oh no, what'd I do? Oh, 80s. Chris says, nerd is the word sci-fi, fantasy, slice of life. What do you like? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nerd is the word should start off with Snot Girl. I don't think I haven't ever read Snot Girl. You called this the morning commie stream? Oh, did I? Oh man. Dang it. Why are you gonna make me do this in the middle of there we go. You're making me change this in the middle of the stream aggressively. There we go. I think we got it now. Bam. There we go. Got it. Comrades, we must share our Marvel Unlimited passwords. Check out the Marvel's newest Conan run, as well as don't forget the Dawn of X-Tiles. Yeah, Dawn of X-Tiles for sure. It really depends on what you like. There's the word Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Yeah. Chris says new Neon Future out soon, has a Matrix meet Blade Runner feel. Yeah. No, the Neon Future came out yesterday. I actually got a copy of it. Still got to do my review for that, but believe me, guys, it's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. And Chris, I'm not sure if you caught me the other day, but it is just Tom Bilyeu writing it at this point. Saga is probably the best to get a new reader in. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check that out. Lava's Blackness says, Trinity, you should do a podcast or radio commercials. You have a good voice for it. Thank you. I try. And you know what that is because like even when I was singing and screaming, I'm all about that, trying to enunciation. One of the best people out there with enunciation, singing, screaming, doing all kinds of chaotic stuff is Mike Patton from Faith No More, dude. This guy has a voice like How was it they said about Ron Burgundy? He's got I can't even remember. But yeah. Image is the definition of indie comics. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, they are, but they're up there. They're big time now. Keanu would work for Blaze Ghost Rider, already played Constantine. Yeah, that's true. What if he played Hellstrom? Ooh. What if he just played Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What if he just played Mephisto? Escape for Greatness, thank you so much for being here. Lava's Blackman says, no, Keanu can't do accents. Gambit is too lively of a character and he's too old. GR is mundane and flat. He's perfect for that. Who's GR? Oh, Ghost Rider. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. Kruger is really good. Let's see how it is. Yeah, I know it is kind of sad. Kruger is great. I'm thinking that obviously he learned from Jim Kruger and he probably reached out to him as well. Because I think Jim Kruger's name is actually still in the credits on the book, if I'm not mistaken. His name is still in the credits, and obviously because I think he probably just helped them form the story that they were doing for the book. But his name is still in the credits under produced by Tom Bilyeu, Steve Aoki, Matt Collins, script by Tom Bilyeu, story by Tom Bilyeu, Jim Krueger, Steve Aoki, and Matt Collins still. So I'm thinking what they did was, I think probably what they did was him and Jim Krueger got together. And maybe it's just, he's just giving Jim Krueger credit for the first volume still. But I'm guessing maybe they kind of got together and maybe laid out a plan for what they wanted to do for all 18 books. And Tom Bilyeu was comfortable enough to keep on writing it. But yeah, that does kind of suck. That does kind of suck, man. Because yeah, Krueger is a great writer. I do love his writing. I have an unsubscribed voice. Well, you haven't heard me singing yet. Oh man. Chaos says Keanu should play Keanu in the MCU, right? Yeah. Keanu, big name, villain. Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel. That's what just said out. Yeah. LB, you have a great voice. You cracked me up. Yeah, absolutely great. LB is awesome. And did you guys catch his Adele video yesterday? Wasn't that Adele? Yeah, hilarious. I still gotta watch the one that he dropped last night. But yeah, LB's a good dude, man. He does great videos. And you know what? Pretty soon I'm gonna get on and be ordering one of his shirts. Caitlyn Jenner is Madam Web. Oh, Marquise. Caitlyn Jenner is Madam Web. Where's she gonna shoot the webs from? He'll be in MCU one. Oh man. All right. Oh. I bet. Okay, I'm done. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for today's video. We've been going on here for a little over an hour. Thank you guys so much for putting up with me today. At first, I kind of ignored some of the chat there as I was going off on a rant about just new comics coming back. You know what it is, and maybe I've just been trapped inside too long, and I'm triggered by the fact that Marvel is sticking me for one issue. But anyway, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you did miss it, I did kind of just go over this story with Marvel getting ready to release their comic books. We talked a little bit more about Impact Theory and what they're going to be doing. I want to thank you guys all for being here. Who came in here? We got 25 likes, got $4 in super chats. Thank you so much to Chris and Snowdub for sending in those super chats. The $2 more than generous enough, man. I greatly appreciate that. Now, if you guys would like to, you could always support the channel. Aside from super chats, you could go and send in direct donations via Streamlabs. There are links down in the description. Streamlabs, they don't take as much of the cut where, super chats, Google takes 30%. But I'm still thankful for that regardless. I do thank you for your support. But you could also become a monthly Patreon supporter for $1 a month. Links are down there in the description as well. I am going to be doing a Patreon supporter live stream probably here over the weekend. We're going to get together, and I'm thinking I want to invite some of them in, and we'll just do a live stream together talking about different stuff, shooting stuff back and forth. And soon, I was supposed to do it last week. I mean, I'm telling you, I've just been busy. I'm going to be launching memberships here on the channel. I have some videos planned already for what I want to do for some of the memberships. So make sure that you go out and check that out. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel today. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell and all of that good stuff. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. It's all good. I don't look that much into it. But while you're at it, make sure you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a good day. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.